welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. Great game in store for y'all, and it comes your way next.
Well, this 2024 season has been one to remember. Great games, great players, great finishes. And now, it all comes down to this. One game to decide it all. On this February night at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, this is Super Bowl 59. This one is for all the marbles. It's the AFC champions and the champions of the NFC, the San Francisco 49ers. Around the globe, wherever you are, thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, our first Super Bowl together partner. It has been an unpredictable 2024 season, and it all culminates in an unpredictable place, New Orleans, Louisiana. This is a champion set to be crowned tonight. It's Super Bowl 59. And off we go to a flash of lights here in New Orleans. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Well, 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
He admitted to us the other day, Mike, that he's started to feel a little anxious as game day approached, and I think that's normal. Winning the NFC, that's one thing. But this is the type of stage that can take your legacy to a whole nother level if you're able to come out on top. But in order to make that happen, he's going to have to put those nerves behind him as soon as possible. The last thing you want to do is put yourself in an early hole because you just couldn't settle down. If he's able to remain calm, play his game, his team's going to have a great chance to end this night as world champs.
And this will wind up a Niners first down as he's able to get it to the 37-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's fourth down. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. That's into the hands of the fullback. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. It's the tight end Henry in motion. Jackson now on 2nd down. This one complete to Bateman. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Again, it's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second down, Jackson. Throw on the run is complete. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. Sets up third down. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. On third down, Jackson. Pressure gets there. And down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Niners are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Now the second-year man out of Alabama, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. They'll run, and here's the rookie from Michigan. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. On second down, here's McCarthy. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
2nd and 7. To throw, it's McCarthy. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
The Niners offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Bateman is the motion man. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jackson. That's complete to Jacobs. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. In motion is Hill. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after 1 here in Super Bowl 59, the Niners have the early advantage. More from New Orleans after this. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He finds Judy on that one. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry. 3rd down, 3 to go. Throwing Jackson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown. We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Jackson to the sideline. That's caught by Judy.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the 49ers, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. This team's offense are now ready to get going on their 2nd possession. Still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with the first down. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Once again, it's Gibbs. He'll bring this to the 40. That's good enough to move those chains. It's a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where
in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Niners offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage. as they start this drive on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. It's the tight end Henry in motion. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Jackson now. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Look wide, get this one complete. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Lamar going to work from the pistol. And it's a reception for Taysom Hill. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. In motion is Hill. Here's Jacobs. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, San Francisco. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look. And indeed, this call will be open. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, 49ers. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now this team's offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They find themselves down 13-0 here. They try to get things started offensively. It's 1st and 10. Play action now. It's McCarthy. That's caught. It's Roman Wilson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. On first down, here's McCarthy. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have one remaining. They'll stop the clock at 24 seconds to go until halftime. That one knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. Now it's going to be third down. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. And this ball incomplete on third down.
It's two straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. So we have reached halftime of Super Bowl 59 here in New Orleans. And for the final time this year, we send it to Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment. We just watched a solid first half from the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
As the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Whoa. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Tez Walker for the score. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the visitors are on the board. It's now 13-7. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The 49ers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. In motion is Hill. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Here's 3rd and 2. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's got it. He'll move the chains. 1st down at the 47.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
And he'll get this across midfield. He's brought down following a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down without question. Something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Second down, Jackson. That is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
In trouble, and down he goes.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
And that is no good. He missed it. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. He's got the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. On first and 10, here's Gibbs. He'll push forward here, down to about the 27. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. He'll come up on a second down and 8. Slot receiver, headed right. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That is caught. He finds Walker. Second reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Down at the 12. It's first and 10. They hand it to Gibbs. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He runs with it, and he's in. J.J. McCarthy has a touchdown. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get this only up to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Running is Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That's over the middle and caught by Judy. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Jackson on 3rd and 2. He's got his man complete. That's Judy. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
At the 36-yard line.
Again, it's Jackson. That'll be taken in by Edwards. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson up top again. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
At the 22-yard line.
To the air one more time with Jackson. He's got it at about the 8. And he's going to be taken down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's a run. A short game. Down to the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, San Francisco. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The defense has it.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. That's complete left side to Worthy.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
McCarthy to the air on second down. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Here's a handoff to Corum running left. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. Pitts is the man in motion. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They'll come up here, first and 10. They put Wilson in motion. The defense all over the little quick pass attempt, and they run him down for no gain on that one. Throwing on second down is McCarthy. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Tez Walker, touchdown. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Niners offense back onto the field for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with first and 10. Now, Jackson. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
In motion is Hill. Off the play fake, Jackson. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Second and 6 coming up. Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he will score. First shot, Bateman. Touchdown, 49ers. that his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Here's first down. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That is downfield to the tight end pitch. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. It is a touchdown. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Niners offense headed back to take over once more. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. That's complete to Cavante Turpin. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the 49ers first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Offside, defense. Still first down.
So after the penalty, a break as they now have 1st and 5. Here's Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Throwing Jackson. That complete to Jacobs.
Jackson's pass, complete to Josh Jacobs.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this fourth down. They need their best play. And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Now return coming from the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Oh, the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
So, we have overtime for the second consecutive Super Bowl and the third time in Super Bowl history. A reminder of the rules, each team has the right to possess the football once. After that time, its next score wins. Each team gets 3 timeouts. Any defensive score is going to end this game, and all replay challenges from upstairs will play as long as we need to till a champion is crowned. 4 quarters could not decide a champion. The pressure ratchets up. The rare air of Super Bowl overtime about to begin. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Receiver in motion, headed left. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Walker.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a first down. Throwing again is McCarthy. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's gonna be 3rd down. On 3rd and a yard, it's McCarthy. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Lloyd. Good blocking, and he's in for the touchdown.
And with these new overtime rules in the postseason, Mike, remember, most teams want to go on defense first. But here, they get the ball first, and they go down and score. Now their defense knows we have to hold them out of the end zone. We find ourselves moving on.
So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. 49ers offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Jackson now on 2nd down, and that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Now he takes off. Now a timeout for injury. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. So, a pair of 1st downs moves them out to the 47-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Jackson now. That's over the middle and caught by Judy. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Back to throw, Jackson. Fires quickly, it is complete on the slant. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
You see the 1st down pickup there by Luke McCaffrey, and certainly a name a lot of NFL fans are going to recognize. Obviously the son of Ed McCaffrey, the brother of Christian. And his ability to really work in traffic, make difficult, contested catches. He's going to have to earn some of these opportunities. He had 11 games with at least 1 receiving touchdown. That led all college football last year at Rice. I think this is a young player that's going to surprise a lot of people and maybe surpass some expectations some of the folks on the outside maybe have placed on him.
Again, it's Jackson. He's got it at about the 8. And he's into the end zone. Hadero high. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Mike, what a game, but now what decision are they going to make? They find themselves down 1. I think this is a no-brainer. Ball on the 2-yard line, dial up your best offensive play, and go win this game now.
And an exhale there. Extra point is good. Now, next score wins as we play on here in overtime. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, it's the rookie Xavier Worthy. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. To throw is McCarthy. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They put Wilson in motion. Finding room at midfield. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Play action now. It's McCarthy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. They'll pick up 23 on that one. And that will be a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. So a big one looming for Jake Bates. This one to win it in overtime. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. He got it. And that kick will last forever. They have won the Super Bowl. And this franchise has done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. Commissioner Goodell on the podium, making the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to a very worthy franchise. Champions of Super Bowl 59. So that will put a wrap on this year on EA Sports. Thanks to my partner, Greg Olson, for a great first season together in the booth. Until the fall, Mike Tirico, good night from the Super Bowl in New Orleans.